Times that it's been on the air. I do have to let you know this is an item I have on auto delivery. So if you know you love these and you are disappointed when you see them sell out, auto delivery means you won't have to worry about us selling out and you missing out for the next year. Kimberly Grayson is here. Nice to see you.
So nice to see you.
This is from the Great Gourmet, and the Great Gourmet has been one of our great sources for delicious seafood, especially crab cakes. You were telling me, Kimberly, what makes this particular crab cake so special is the amount of the jumbo lump crab meat that makes the cake itself.
That is exactly it. And when I describe jumbo lump as the part of the crab that is throughout this crab cake, I love to say it's the white meat of the crab. It's that buttery, succulent, flavorful part of the crab that you just can't get enough of. But so often in so many crab cakes, it either is missing or there's very little of it.
Well, it's the most expensive of the crab meat.
It is. So we've created a great value here, but what I love, Jill, is that jumbo lump is throughout. And I'm actually going to...
here's your fork.
I have a fork over here. Yes. I want to actually start to get right into one because that's really where the magic happens in here. So if we take a look and you see, not only on the top, right? So go ahead and see all of these delicious pieces of the jumbo lump, but I'm going to get inside this crab cake. And if you bear with me, I'm actually going to use my hands, which is something I know you're not going to do at home, everybody. But this is the easiest way for me to show you everything that is inside this crab cake.
Wow.
Okay, look throughout. You are seeking crab on top of crab on top of crab.
So is the only crab meat used here jumbo lump?
It is.
So it's none of the back meat, it's none of the back fin meat, none of that.
It is not.
So it's all jumbo lump meat.
Yes.
And then what else?
So this is our most premium of crab cakes, and really what you see here is a little bit of a panko breading. That's what's going to hold it all together.
Okay.
But a lot of what you're seeing here in these smaller pieces is really just hand-cut pieces of the jumbo lump crab meat itself. So it almost acts as a filler as well as all those large pieces.
They're delicious.
A little bit of butter, a little bit of egg. We use some parsley, so that gets you that fresh, bright green throughout. And then a proprietary blend of seasonings that we like to say are Maryland style, because this is created down in the Chesapeake, but it's not the Old Bay seasoning. Sometimes when I say Maryland style, people think it's going to be very heavy in the Old Bay, and it's not.
No.
It's much more mild and delicate.
It's not overly oniony, it's not overly garlicky, it's not overly spicy. It's flavorful, right?
Yeah,
it's
that's exactly it.
You still get to taste the crab meat, which is so important. If you're going to give me the jumbo lump, don't masquerade it with everything else, right?
Well, that's
so
it.
now you have that delicious jumbo lump crab meat and then slightly hinted with some of those other flavors.
I love that you say that. And the Great Gourmet is known for making these really delicious crab cakes. And as you mentioned, this is just, we call it our traditional, because that's really what it is. It is a traditional interpretation of a Maryland-style crab cake, again, with proprietary blend of seasonings, not heavy in that Old Bay. It's not that flavor profile, but being a premium crab cake with all of that jumbo lump, not only does it taste delicious, look at how beautiful the crab cake is.
Yes.
It's handcrafted. You can see all those delicious pieces, and so it makes for such a gorgeous presentation. Right now, Jill, we've actually put that on top of a Wolferman's muffin, right?
Yes.
And so we're creating not only the plates that you think about here, which you can put it over pasta and salad, but how fun to think about an almost fun new interpretation of what would be an Eggs Benedict.
Yeah,
but now you're doing it with crab.
One of my favorite meals that I could eat almost every day is a Caesar salad, and instead of using chicken with it, is topping it with a crab cake.
Perfect.
And now you have the tool that you can do that yourself. Here's what else I want you to think about. You're getting a dozen of these crab cakes. A lot of times crab cakes come in a 3-ounce size. This is 4 ounces, so it's a true meal size. You're getting 12 of them. Works out to be less than $8 each.
So good.
So when was the last time you went to a restaurant and had a quality crab cake and they charged you $7 and change for it? I don't think that's happening most places, right?
Yes.
But here we can give you that opportunity to give you, again, that delicious, fresh crab flavor that you love, that crab cake experience, really restaurant quality food here with an easy pay plan. It has sold out the last 3 times it's been on the air. So please make sure if it's something that you're considering, you don't wait too long. We do have auto delivery. What's my preparation? I mean, great that I'm getting a great price.
Right.
Great that that it's going to taste good, but what's my investment in time?
Okay, so really easy, and I'm going to recommend 2 different ways. If you want to get them home and put them straight into the freezer and not worry about planning your meal in advance, cook them straight from frozen in an oven for about 30 minutes. Okay? If you are somebody who would rather thaw them and do them as a pan fry, real easy. Get out your Copper Chef. Go ahead and put these right in a pan, and they will cook up beautifully either way. We do see some people talk about using the air fryer and getting some great results, and you'll see some customer reviews about that, but we will definitely tell you our preferred ways of doing these are in a combination of the oven or pan fry.
Great.
And you will always get this gorgeous golden brown color. If you want them to be a little bit softer, Jill, I recommend put a dollop of a mayonnaise or a little bit of butter on top, and they'll soften up. But if you just want to have them get this beautiful golden brown color, you do not have to do anything other than put them right into your oven and let them cook for the 30-minute period.
If you have tried these and love them, I keep talking about the fact that we've sold out of them the last few times they've been on the air. Here's why else I would also invite you to consider the auto delivery. You know, listen, pricing on food oftentimes has to do with market price of the ingredient. The nice thing about the auto delivery is if you lock into that auto delivery for the next year, you know that you're locking into this price for the next year. If the price of crab goes through the roof, guess what? You've locked into this price for this product for the next year. So it's a nice opportunity. If crab cakes are a big thing in your family, think ahead to the holiday season. Maybe this year you'll do a surf and turf for one of your meals, for that holiday open house, or for a Christmas Eve dinner, or maybe New Year's Eve. These will stay in my freezer how long, Kimberly?
You can keep these for a year, so you can feel confident if you do the auto delivery or you go for a larger quantity. And what I think is really great, and I'm going to do this myself for Thanksgiving, is I'm going to prepare and do the traditional. I'll have the turkey, but this will be a really interesting new interpretation of a side dish for me. And at 4 ounces, you can do that. But I'm in that cocooning mode right now where I'm at home a lot more than I probably was this summer and a lot more than I will be through the holidays. So this is a perfect meal portion for me right now. And I love all the different ways we're showing right now how you can prepare this over pasta. It pairs well even with a red sauce because it's not overly spiced, right? The flavor profile can handle accompaniments of a variety of other flavors as well as what's inside the crab cake.
Do they come in a big bag and I pull out one at a time, or are they individually packed?
Yes, so they're not individually packed, but they're individually flash frozen. So you don't have to worry about them coming in packages of 2 or 4 in a way that you're predetermined how to cook them. You can take out as many or as little as you want, and just as easy to prepare whether you're preparing 1 or you're preparing all 12.
Well, take advantage of the Easy Pay plan. I know this is a little bit more expensive investment because of the quality of the seafood and what you're getting here. Remember, these are the jumbo lump cake. So it's not a crab cake where you're getting all different kinds of crab and a little jumbo lump. I mean, this is a crab cake made from the jumbo lump, the sweetest, most tender, the most prized of the crab meat that you can enjoy. That's what's making up these cakes. We don't have many of these left to go around. Again, you're getting that great Easy Pay plan. If you do decide to do auto delivery, can I also let you know, in addition to locking in this price for the next year, you also get that Easy Pay for the next year too. So it's a really nice way for you to maybe try something and enjoy something different. But I also look at this and say, listen, I lived in the Midwest before I moved here to Pennsylvania many moons ago. When I lived in Lafayette, Indiana, it's not exactly the best place in America to get a good crab cake. Chances are they're probably ordering it from Maryland, right? If you live in areas where you're sort of landlocked and you wish you could experience really good seafood, this is a good opportunity for you to enjoy a really good crab cake.
Well, that's it. And being out of the Chesapeake area, Kim Scott, who started the company, knows crab. She knows the best crab meat and she knows the best preparations to put together a Maryland-style crab cake like no other. And I do believe that that's why this has been so popular. It's not just the quality of the seafood, which is outstanding, but it's the recipes. It's the way she puts the flavors together that just keeps people coming back more and more every time. And it's why you feel confident that you can not only serve this to your family, but it makes for such a gorgeous, entertaining presentation.
Remind everybody again, Kimberly, how do I prepare these?
Yes, so you can cook straight from frozen. Go ahead and for about 30 minutes in your oven, you're going to heat it up, give it a little bit of a warming at about 350 degrees, and you're going to pop it in for 30 minutes. Or you can go ahead and thaw them in your refrigerator, and that's a perfect way to prepare them if you want to go pan fry. Start from a thawed state, and you'll get that beautiful golden brown.
Fewer than 500 left to go around. They have sold out the last 3 times they've been on the air. This is the one crab cake from the Great Gourmet that everybody looks for because they love it when it's back back in stock, so make sure you're getting yours while you can. Use that easy pay opportunity, sign up for auto delivery. You'll get 12 of those 4-ounce crab cakes, M58447. Kimberly, thank you.
Thank you, Jill.
Here's Sharon to tell you about more.
Well, you know what, Jill? Just before we get to New at 22, I wanted to remind you about the sirloin steakhouse soup, which is really more like a stew.